All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Devin Smith PS4 Sports League Network, live on YouTube, PS4 live stream, Joe Price Facebook. You can friend me on my Joe Price Hall of Fame Facebook to see exclusive championship footage of past championship playoff content. That Facebook is Joe Price Hall of Fame, or you can friend me on my regular Facebook known as Joe Price. You can also become a subscriber, join the movement of the channel. If you want to join any leagues where you can win money in my seasons, friend me on my PSN Joe Price Hall of Fame. Okay, so we got updates with the playoff games that took place. Portland Trailblazers lead game 1 over the Denver Nuggets in the best 4 out of 7. The Los Angeles Clippers lead over Houston Rockets game 1 in the best 4 out of 7. The Golden State Warriors are down. New Orleans Pelicans are up 1-0 in the best 4 out of 7. The Pelicans. And the Los Angeles Lakers lead the series over the Utah Jazz 1-0 in the best 4 out of 7. Then we come over to the East, and we have the Milwaukee Bucks leading the series 1-0 over the Brooklyn Nets. We have the Boston Celtics leading Toronto Raptors 1-0 in the best 4 out of 7 series. Then we also have the Miami Heat leading the series with the Orlando Magic in the best 4 out of 7. So that wraps up all game 1 in the NBA playoff season 6 2020 franchise mode. Live on Devin Smith, PS4 Sports Channel 2020 franchise mode. And the last game we're about to get down to business with would be the Sixers and the Pacers.
NBA playoffs have arrived as we kick it off with Game 1 in the East, right here on EA Sports. We're at Wells Fargo Center, where tonight the Philadelphia 76ers taking on the Indiana Pacers. Seated next to Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Sixers coming into play. They're rested, they're ready to go, and they'll have home court advantage to begin here in Games 1 and 2.
And I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to this series right here. This is going to be a dogfight. We got a couple of teams that match up very well. I can see this one going to land. Yes, 7 games. That's how even these teams are.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
McConnell to Oladipo. To McConnell. 5 to shoot for Indiana. Trying to cash in. Not that time. And the front court comes Simmons. Just getting going here in Game 1. Domantas Sabonis with the block. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Harris to Richardson. Lets it fly from long range. It's Sabonis with the rebound. Oladipo into the front court. Down 2 to Turner. From the painted area, won't go down. Smith with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Richardson, that's off the side of the rim, short. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Oladipo into the front court, trailing by 4. to McConnell. Has a look. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
And so much of the shot is before the shot even occurs. As a defense, make him do things he's uncomfortable with. Stay up on him, make him catch the ball outside of his comfort zone.
Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Oladipo to McConnell. Joel Embiid rejects it. Couldn't keep it in. Out of bounds off T.J. McConnell. Sixers control it. Driving is Simmons, but his shot no good.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Yes, Victor Oladipo. Missed his first. That one goes.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in, so it's time to get going.
Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Harris. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. Oladipo, not that time.
And that's how you close out on the shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Miles Turner tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To McConnell. Almost unlucky bounce. Nothing going here on that drive. Embiid to Richardson. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Yes, Victor Oladipo. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Jumper's good.
The NBA's most improved player was a guy that always invested in himself, both on and off the court, but he always put in the work to be better. Was a sponge for information, an insatiable appetite to be the best. But the difference is, he's believing in himself. Whether that's singing at the NBA award show or performing at the highest level on the court, it's safe to say that Victor Oladipo has officially arrived.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Looking to take this all the way. Victor Oladipo with the slam. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Miles Turner pins it. Oladipo into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Here's Simmons with it up top. 12-6 our score. Miles Turner able to recover. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Simmons driving, but a shot no good. Oladipo into the front court. They can get a 2-for-1 if they play this right. Nothing going here on that drive. Oladipo. Tobias Harris. Huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Had a chance, but it's no good. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's shooting 25%. That's tough.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Add 2 points to the board. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. Jay and I are back after this. It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Sixers have the basketball. Embiid. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Off the assist.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Simmons to Embiid. Joel Embiid. He's 2 for 2 now.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Pacers control. Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Oladipo. Here comes the screen. The shot almost to Tobias Harris. Gets to the basket and scores.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Here comes the screen. Runner here won't go down. To Simmons. Oh, emphatic slam.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA Awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Big finish at the rim.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Oladipo, nice pass to set things up. Josh Richardson sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Now a whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. McConnell to Oladipo. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They were all over Oladipo. Missed the shot.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
So you're just going to let him go coast to coast like that?
Able to convert inside.
Ed, I remember this in so much detail. I was watching the NBA pre-draft camp, and I saw Miles Turner run, and myself and all the scouts, everybody's like, whoa, wait a second, what is that? But I give the Pacers a lot of credit. They had a trainer that worked with his gait, and now that's exactly who he is, a big that can run down, block shots, and be active on the perimeter defensively.
Oladipo into the front court. They trail by 2. Down to 1. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Driving is Simmons, but a shot no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
To Oladipo. Not that time. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Now the Pacers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. McConnell to Oladipo. From the painted area, won't go down. Another follow, no good. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. Time to shuffle things up. It's Indiana basketball. Shot from the lane won't go. Probing the defense. Joel Embiid. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Oladipo. Trying to cash in. Oladipo's shot no good. Simmons into the front court. 4 points the differential as we come up on halftime. Miles Turner sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
McConnell to Turner. Can't connect from inside. Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana. Has a look. And a putback slam. "19-footer at the buzzer. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The 76ers are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It's obvious how these guys scored the majority of their points, and that's in the paint. They did a great job of scoring down low. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Pacers are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. And they've been showing off some excellent shooting. And it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Blocks.
All right, let's be honest. Some of these guys have been getting embarrassed tonight with the way their shots are getting blocked. But you can't deny the entertainment value.
Player of the half.
Simmons was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Pacers with the possession. McConnell to Turner. Here comes the screen. Oladipo to Turner. Doesn't get the bounce. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. He's now 5 for 6.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
McConnell to Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. TJ McConnell swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Sixers able to clear the rebound. To Embiid. Nothing going here on that drive. Harris to Simmons. Josh Richardson knocks it down in the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm. And that's what we saw.
Josh Richardson with a chance at a 4-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. It's good. Has the hot hand and a 4-point play. To Oladipo. To McConnell.
Green.
Fires the three, and Victor Oladipo. Quick catch and shoot that time for 3. I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Ben Simmons, he's got 2 shots coming. 56% for his career. Nope, first one does not go. No good. Missed them both. Indiana with the basketball. McConnell to Oladipo. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. McConnell to Oladipo. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Simmons with it. Up 5. Oh, emphatic slam.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Pacers control. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Sizing up the defense. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Add 2 points to the board.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Smith into the front court. Leads 5. Knocked loose. Down to 5 on the 24. Trying to cash in. Tobias Harris at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. First try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. To Brogdon. Screen coming. Brogdon. Has a look. And he hits.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Philadelphia with the basketball.
Pick up, match up, match up.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. And a nice finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Now Horford with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Here comes the screen. Al Horford with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Josh Richardson. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Ben Simmons rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Horford, not that time. The follow won't go either. It's Indiana basketball. Brogdon. Screen coming. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out to Horford. Doesn't have the touch. No good. And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 3 quarters down, and a great start for the 76ers. It's been a compelling game so far. The 4th quarter is underway. Sixers control it. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Short jumper stays out. Glenn Robinson III, picked up by T.J. Warren. Trey Burke. Trey Burke is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 79% at the line. Knocks down the first.
Oh, you've been in the gym, huh?
Knocks down the second free throw. Off the mark. 2 for 3 on this trip. Pacers with the possession. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Embiid. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. From long range, that's off the side of the rim, short.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Almost, and he's not getting the call. Off the assist.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally
Got a piece of it.
jumping out the gym right now, Ed?
Great anticipation. Buries the trifecta.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter.
The best basketball. And I know I'm saying this, and I shouldn't be saying it because I'm calling the broadcast, but as a player and a fan, you know you tune in to the 4th. This is where guys earn their paychecks. This is where you see real fight and real hustle.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Simmons with it. His team leads it by 10. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Ben Simmons tips it. 4th this contest.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Has a chance, just not going down. To Tobias Harris. Horford. There it is, Al Horford. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. Richardson. Well defended. Indiana with the basketball. And he's going to the free throw line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. That'll get out off one of the Pacers. It remains Sixers basketball. Simmons to Tobias Harris. For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Pacers control. Got it.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Into the front court comes Simmons. The lead is 15. To Tobias Harris. 4-3. Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
No good. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. The drive, right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Domantas Sabonis trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 72%. Free throw good, and the lead back down to 15. Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
The monster stuff.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Here's Simmons with it up top. His team on top by 13. To Richardson. Here's a chance from long range. Josh Richardson is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down. Second of 3 is good. Knocks down all 3 at the line. To Oladipo. Joel Embiid pins it. Ooh, 5 now.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Josh Richardson not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Fires the three. How's this for a hot start? He's 5 of 5 from three-point range.
And I get mesmerized every time I watch him shoot. Great release, up and down, comes down in the same spot every time.
Count the basket at the rim. Rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good. The Sixers are victorious. They've jumped out in front 1 game to none in this best-of-7 series. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers added a win with today's solid victory. And these are the kind of highlights I love to see. Check out the defensive effort that turns so many shots into really embarrassing moments. The Pacers couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Assists.
The Philadelphia 76ers were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assists.
Player of the game.
Simmons is the choice for what you're seeing here, and that's unselfish play. Tight passes, great timing, and an impressive basketball IQ. He earned more respect than what I already have for him.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.